back live from Studio 2A. Here's Seanloui.
What up, guys? I'm Seanloui. I'm going to be singing some songs for you, and it should be a good time. Let's do it. The song's called I Want It. Maybe it is me, not you, in this tag team. A place to blame on me, and just on me. Can't we say we're even? Now through math was never a game for two, and just for two. 'Cause you say that you can't stay, repeating words that make you say sorry. Cause you say that you can't stay, repeating words that make you say sorry. But it could be something. How can I break it through this time? 'Cause I want it. Where did you just go? 'Cause I need you. 'Cause I wanted to show that I want it. Where did you just go? 'Cause I need you. 'Cause I need you. Thankfully I'm only breathing, but drowning in words designed for me. Designed for me. But if my heart is only beating, holding all my needs, how can that be? How can that be? 'Cause you say that you can't stay, repeating words that make you say sorry. Say that you can't stay, repeating words that make you say sorry. But it could be something. How can I break it through this time? I want it. Where did you just go? 'Cause I need you. Wanted to show that I want it. Where did you just go? I need you. 'Cause I need you. 'Cause I want it. Where did you just go? 'Cause I need you. I wanted to show that I want it. You just go, 'cause I need you. 'Cause I need you. Thanks, guys. It's called Something Called I Want It. There you go. Tight. Next song is called Tell Me, which is kind of like the song that everyone what's your hit song? Let me hear your hit song. This is it. So sit back, enjoy, grab the person that you broke up with, and sing along to them. Should be cool. Just kidding. Don't do that because of lawsuits and stuff. Just do it, though. Now I know that you gave me nothing. Used to think that they were worth something. And you see, my friends told me your lies. through the desert singing c'est la vie. But before I leave, can you please tell me that you love me, stay with me, so I can show that I know you met someone else behind my back. That's a fact. Can you please tell me that you love me, stay with me, so I can show that I know you met someone else behind my back. That's a fact.
I'm heading out with my own parents. I'm going to take home. No, it's a friend. Why would I lie to you?
You're crying, surprised I found you out, but you said, well, did you know that I get an effect on you? Now it's true, so I'll be running through the desert singing c'est la vie. But before I leave, can you please tell me that you love me, stay with me, so I can show that I know you met someone else behind my back. That's a fact. Can you please tell me that you love me, stay with me, so I can show that I know you met someone else behind my back. That's a fact. Future siren calling, I can see them falling. All your lives are falling down, down, down. All your lives returning, I can sense it burning. So tell me that you love me. Can you please tell me that you love me, stay with me, so I can show that I know you met someone else behind my back. That's a fact. Can you please tell me that you love me, stay with me, so I can show that I know you met someone else behind my back. That's a fact.
No, it's a friend. Why would I lie to you?
Cool. That was tight, man. Wow, that was actually really cool. That was actually really dope.
I agree.
Yeah.
You're listening to Locals Only here. This is KXCI. My name is Matt, live in Studio 2A with Seanloui. And
Hey, everybody.
hey, why don't you guys introduce yourselves first of all? Let us know who you are, what you're doing tonight.
So I'm Seanloui. I'm the guy that the name was named after, the band named after him, Seanloui. My father named me after a guy named Jean-Louis. My mom hated that name, so I became the American version of that name. Dude, you want to hear about this guy? I'm going to introduce you. I'm sorry. But this guy, I worked with him for like 4 years, had no idea he did music. And I was like, dude, I needed someone like a partner in crime. And like years later, I moved away to Europe, came back, and that's when I heard he did music. And I was like, are you kidding me? We could have like jumped so many steps.
Yeah, it's like we worked at Hotel Congress together for a really long time. And then another friend of ours randomly, I think it was her birthday, and we were sitting outside, and she's like, oh, you two should totally meet. He makes music. And I was like, oh, cool. He's the photography guy from the front desk. She's like, no, he's the musician from the front desk. And I was just like, oh, yeah, I'm a musician too.
No idea, man. No idea. Who knew? But yeah, so this is us. So June 22nd show at Hotel Congress will be with 3 or 4 of the guys. So it's a full band. It's going to be loud and crazy. It's going to be dope.
So when was it that you discovered that you were both musicians? How long ago was that?
Honestly, it was probably like a good year or so ago. I work with a couple of different projects here in town, and then I DJ as well.
Right.
and I was associated with Monsoon Collective, which is a local art collective here in town.
Yeah.
Art and music. And they hired me to not even hired. I volunteered to help them like book shows and events and stuff like that. And yeah, we did an opening party. I couldn't fit Seanloui on the bill for that one, and so we were like stressing. I was trying to get a bunch of people on this big blowout, and I hit him up, and he was right away. He was just like, "Yes."
So I cried. I cried for 5 minutes before. He doesn't get that. I cried. I was like, "Oh my gosh, hell yeah, please."
Yeah. So that was really fun. And then after that, I've been DJing a lot. I've been playing a lot of other shows under my producer name, which is Halsero. And he hit me up and he said, "Hey man, I need a DJ. I need like a guy to do this with." And then he sent me all the music before I said yes.
Partner in crime, because a lot of crimes we'll be committing overseas. I'm just kidding. You can't hold that against us.
So the songs that we're hearing tonight, how long have they been rattling around in some form or another?
Dude, do I have a story about me just being here in KXCI locals only? Like, holy crap, man. Like, this, the song Tell Me was like last year, and I went on a year journey just to get right here. And you're like, oh yeah, Seanloui's here. Dude, you have no idea. This is the craziest story. And I'll tell you, so like maybe like a year, and then the last maybe 6 months, a ton of songs have come out between me working with different producers around the world. And so, yeah, but for sure, I would say the song Tell Me, it's been a year, and June 22nd is you know how you do like a one lap around like this, like the circle?
Sure.
It's like, you're like, yeah, I did one lap, like take that, America. And that's and this is what it's about. So anyways, continue.
Yeah. No, so what was the impetus for this batch of songs that you've been working on right now and that's going to complete its lap, so to speak, on June 22nd? Was there something that spurred you to start writing these songs? I would say like no, probably my pursuit of wanting a purpose in life. I'd almost say that it's like I have a story to tell, so how am I gonna tell these stories? Because I want to be remembered. Obviously, like we're all gonna die one day, and so I was like, oh, I want to do this crazy ass story happen about what this girl named Taylor. What's up, Taylor? About her breaking up with me and me finding out that she's cheating on me later, is like, you know, this. So I wrote Tell Me, and then everything came out of that, out of like loss and just kind of searching for kind of a purpose in life. And so yeah, so yes.
I didn't need to call her out on the air.
No, I mean, she's fine. Dang it, I probably shouldn't have done that, huh?
Yeah,
oh well. Label, do your thing.
We'll called her out.
We'll
right
fix
away.
it in post.
Publicist, do your thing. I'm gonna get in trouble. I've been so in trouble after saying that. Oh my gosh. Okay, continue. I'm sorry, man.
So how long? So this batch of songs, you know, in the last year or so, you've been working on them. But how long have you been a songwriter? When did you first start writing songs?
Wow. I'm being a musician since I was a little kid. It's been in my blood. It's not so much like what you're going to play, or like if you're going to play is what you're going to play. So I chose piano and drums, and then I joined a random band, which you guys might hear pretty soon. They're actually a band that we got some really accolades, if you will, called End to Pass. So I joined them, and their father taught me how to actually like music theory, and then like years later, so I would probably say majority of my life, man, I've been a musician.
And over the course of your time as a songwriter, over the course of, you know, most of your kind of adult life as a songwriter, have you found yourself gravitating towards working in, you know, similar genres, or have you had a sort of a winding path to finding your voice as a songwriter?
Dude, craziest thing in the whole world. So I used to write songs for pop punk bands, and then I sent my pop punk band songs to a random producer, maybe like 5-6 years ago in LA, and he was like, oh, well, Beyonce's team likes your stuff. And I was like, what, Beyonce? I was like, what, like Bey? Because I know, because we all can be. There's like thousands of Beyonces, right? Let's be transparent. Sure. But there's only one Bey. And so he hit me up, and then, dude, just like the standard music industry thing, I got screwed over, ended up poor and homeless in Tucson. That's literally how it happened. It was like bam, and then in Tucson. So it's been a winding road. But I've always found my heart into like R&B, like kind of pop, like Boyz II Men, Brian McKnight, because you know how he does it.
Jeremiah, man, who else? Music Soul Child. Oh my gosh, bless you. If you can hear me, thank you so much for writing your music. And then even like the boy band stuff, like NSYNC. Like I love my Justin Timberlake. Let's be transparent, man.
Sure.
The days of Bye Bye Bye. Sorry, the album is called No Strings Attached, which is went platinum in several different cities and nations. But yeah, in genre. So I would say it's been a winding, man. That's why music sounds so like you can't really pinpoint it. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, it sounds R&B, but same time it has like a pop single in it. Is that a white guy singing it? And it's all just me wearing the black guy with dreads from Orange County. So that answers your question.
It does.
Okay, cool.
And I'm curious, especially for the first couple tracks that we heard, as you were writing the songs, as you were writing the melody, the lyrics, did you have in mind what the beats were going to be, or was your process to kind of flesh out the bones of the song and then be able to work with the producer or DJ to turn it into a full fleshed out song?
I think the best part about DJs is that they know who you are before I think you know who you are. So like I wrote these songs thinking it's gonna be like the Nick Yellow Card album, right? I was like, yeah, Yellow Card, they're coming back, and I'm the guy leading them, and I was writing stuff for like I know Simple Plan and all this other stuff. And so even the song Naomi, which you'll hear later, was based off of a pop punk song, and then the producer was like, whoa. You should write R&B because that's literally what you're the best at. You should write this. So we changed the melody to fit R&B. So I would almost say honestly, the producers, they kind of decided, and I have a set things. I'm part of that Seo Sin like emo, like I'm crying all the time kind of genre, and then they kind of transformed it into who they know that I should be, which is the R&B pop punk guy, and that's who I am today with dreads and my hair tie. That's hanging down, but yeah.
So that's a really fascinating perspective on how songs come together, because I think that sometimes, particularly people who haven't either been in bands or haven't written songs, they have this perception that like a song, it just sort of comes out, or that somebody like has the song in their head and then that's what they're hearing. And it's really frankly refreshing to hear in a really candid way about how much a song can change, that the roots of the songs that we heard and it started in a really different place than the tree, so to speak, that we've seen. I think that's really cool.
Dude, I mean, like, man, I would tell you right now, transparency, that song Tell Me, you guys are like, oh, that song, that's pretty tight. That was 6 to 8 months of recording, of going back and forth over and over again. And like, and it's like, oh, it wasn't that good. Dude, I mean, but I put in the time, so at least it should be okay. You should at least show it to your mother.
There you go.
But yeah, for sure, like there's the facade for some odd reason that people like, they get like a Jason Mraz thing where they write "It's Yours" in 24 hours. Like I only heard that story maybe 4 or 5 times. Majority of the time of huge hits, I've been through months or days of recording and going through stuff over and over again.
Sure.
And so yeah, man, all those I'll probably say both of those songs have come through more or less through months. The song I Wanted came through actually one day, and that was like I'll say a month. So a month of 29 days of not having anything, and then a really sad moment happened, and everything happened right then and there. But that's very few and far between. I can't. Me personally, maybe I'm like the outsider who like thinks that like, songs happen over a long period of time. But that's what happened to me.
Yeah. So let's hear a couple more songs. You're listening to Seanloui on Locals Only here. And what do we have next?
The song is called I Can't. So the next songs you guys are going to hear from this point on, you guys haven't heard. So depending on how many likes you get in this video that we'll see is what we'll play on June 22nd, Hotel Congress, 8 p.m. free show, 21 and up. So yeah, this next song is called I Can't. It should be dope. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Sorry, super raw and heavy. My surprise, when we first met, you opened my eyes. By breakups, re-up makeups, inhale, you make me wanna go into the sky. I am yours and you are mine. Lord knows I wanna quit, but you hold on me. You fuck with everyone that I pick. Cause of my jealousy, without you I'm just me. Without you I can see I don't want you anymore. I can't you go what you want from me, cause I cannot let them see. I can't you go
what you want from me, 'cause I don't want you anymore. I can't you go what you want from me, 'cause I cannot let them see. I can't you go what you want from me, 'cause I don't want you anymore. You whisper things in my ear that I cannot leave you. Queen of hearts from the start, but in the end I know the truth. Love and death comes to pass too. How can I ignore your calls when you answer me? The cue, the light, my curtain calls. Call my own fantasy, leave me alone. Leave me alone, 'cause I don't want you anymore. I can't let you go what you want from me, 'cause I cannot let them see. I can't let you go what you want from me, 'cause I don't want you anymore. I can't let you go what you want from me, 'cause I cannot let them see. I can't let you go what you want from me, 'cause I don't want you anymore. So guide me until I know all of the things I created, so that I finally show I don't want you anymore. I don't want you. So guide me until I know all of the things I created, so that I finally show I don't want you anymore. I don't want you. I can't do go what you want from me, 'cause I cannot let them see. I can't do go what you want from me, 'cause I don't want you anymore. I can't do go what you want from me, 'cause I cannot let them see. I can't do go what you want from me, 'cause I don't want you anymore. Sweet, thank you so much. That was a song called I Can't. That was dope. I'm gonna play an acoustic song for you guys. A song that I literally consistently I've getting emails from my label saying, "Don't play that song." And I'm like, listen, guys, the song is hot. Trust Seanloui. Enjoy it. Grab that person that you love the most, or your ex-girlfriend. That works too if you're about that life. And listen to the song called Shooting Star. Here we go. Sorry, 1 second. Haha, here we go. Oh, that was the wrong chord. Will I ever find love like you now? You stole everything worth. Where would I be if I found you? Unseen value. I thank you from the sun. Just one look can brighten my day. You warm my heart and soul every single way. Are you from the moon guiding my way as I dream? You're moving the water, pushing me farther toward the way of peace. I don't know who you are. Will I have to search and find you now?
to see my own reflection. Causing me to stand up, scream for you all the more. I thank you from the sun, just one look can brighten my day. You warm my heart and soul every single way. Oh, you're from the moon, guiding my way as I dream. You're moving the water, pushing me farther toward the way of peace. I don't know who you are. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just imagine if you were just a little lie. Illusions, confusions, tied with emotions just to make it feel right. 'Cause I think you're from the sun, just one look can brighten my day. You warm my heart and soul every single way. Oh, you're from the moon, guiding my way as I dream. You're moving the water, pushing me farther toward the way of peace. I don't know who you are. There you go. Yeah.
You listen to Locals Only here. My name is Matt, and I'm live in Studio 2A with Seanloui. We just heard a couple of songs there that show the other side that you were referring to before. Like, I think on those ones, even though the melodies are still more or less R&B melodies, I think you can hear slipping in that old kind of those pop punk roots slipping in.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
slipping in. So, I want to change directions though and go back to something that we started talking about during the first set, which is. Ben was mentioning that he was first knew you as like the photographer guy at Congress. So you are a photographer. You're an accomplished photographer. Was there any connection between?
Sorry, Seanloui.
It's like my secret life. Like, oh man, people found out, man.
Yeah.
I shot for some really cool magazines and stuff. It's cool.
I
can't be too shy about it, but I am shy.
Yeah,
I was like super nervous to meet him initially because I saw his photography and I was like, oh man, he's an amazing photographer.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's so cool, and this and that, and then I mean, he's still really cool, but now he's like more human.
There you go.
I'm not this pretentious guy hanging out with models all the time, right? And clubs all the time. Yeah, I know. By the way, I was never pretentious, so you guys can't.
So I'm curious if you think, at least in your own mind, if you think there's a connection between your aesthetic as a photographer and as a musician. Do you find that there are any points of commonality between the visual art you create and the music that you make, or do you really see them as two totally different tracks?
Dude, I like to say that music keeps me alive and photography keeps me human. In a sense that, like, when I take your picture, I know exactly who you are at the end of the day. You can't hide from me. The camera doesn't tell any lies. Like, yeah, sure, people joke around and say it adds 20 pounds, but 100% is the most transparent thing you can ever take. You take of a person, of a capture of a moment. And so I would say for sure, I think for sure music influenced photography a lot. So if you know my photography enough, I don't know why I'm even talking about photography. I wasn't trying to talk about photography enough, then you'll know that my stuff is kind of sensual, but at the same time it's like dark and sad, and in a sense, for some odd reason, it's very melancholy, and that's because of like who I am. I add in that I've been very blessed, and I say this very carefully. And very humbly, but like I have only beautiful friends, And if you're my friend, if I consider you my friend, I think you're beautiful. So don't ever think that like whatever Victoria's Secret or whatever Esquire Men's Magazine says you're beautiful. That's not what I think you're beautiful. So all my friends, anyone in my group has been very beautiful. So I take their photo, and so I've been very blessed to do that. And so with that, it comes a very like for some reason a very sensual take. But all my pictures are always sad, and I think it's probably because of my love for like Earth, humanity as itself. And to see it, even with me loving it so much that it's still falling into like crazy times, and it breaks my heart every single time. So I think that's why a majority of my songs are so sad. If that makes any sense. Hopefully, I tied in that same subject and didn't go off on a tangent.
Well, no, I think that does tie in. That in terms of the, the mood that you're capturing with your visual art and with your songs, I do think that. I can see, as you're describing it, how they are coming from sort of a common genesis. But I'm curious, do you find that writing songs, that making music, does it come more naturally to you than photography, or is it more laborious? Do you have to put more of yourself into it?
I would almost say music demands more of my time. So like more photography, like I would say like, yeah, for sure. I'd probably say music takes more of my time without it being weird or me sounding kind of crazy or me messing up what you're trying to say to me. I would say music for sure demands my time, and so I just it's like weird photography. I can take a moment and capture it. Music, it's like a season. So it's like, man, what season I am right now? Oh, within the last week, blah 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 happened. Oh my gosh. Bam, 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 and then I make the next Jay-Z album, which 100% always happens.
That's what we're working on.
Yeah, always happens every 100%.
Jay-Z project.
Yeah. So June 22nd at Congress is the show we've been talking about. You're going to be joined on the bill by Jacques Zulu,
the homie,
and then also Taco Sauce.
Dude, Taco Sauce is crazy. Their aesthetic, and I say this again very carefully. I know the bass player. She's a dear friend, Isabel. She's dope. But like, I showed up to the show as a friend. Now you guys are local, so you guys know like, yeah, you go support your friends. You stay for 1-2 songs, get a drink, and you leave. I stayed through the whole set. Went to the second show, not as a friend, but as a fan. That band is amazing. Same with Jaka, 100%. You're gonna see me in the audience, hands up in the air. My girlfriend trying to calm me down. Like it's gonna be an amazing show.
So that's all June 22nd at Congress, and you said you're gonna be performing with a full band. So what do you have in store for that?
Dude, I have some really cool stuff, man. I'm pulling all the stops out. I'm again, this is my victory lap. This is a year ago. I was a front desk attendant at Congress, standing on top of the stage every single night for 6 months, telling the janitors, I'm going to play here one day. And they're just laughing. Because I only had one song that had maybe 300 hits on the street, on Spotify. And they knew. They're like, oh, that's cute. And they kept asking me, do you have other music? And I said, no. They're like, okay. Dude, so this is my victory lap. This is me saying, guys, I did it. Like, if I can do it, if a guy from a front desk attendant with no money can travel across the world and have a crazy story to get to Hotel Congress, 100% you can too. So if I never play another show in all my life, and I am just an example of what you could do from a guy who was homeless to showing up at Hotel Congress playing a packed show, then it's worth it 100%.
So who's so are you gonna have like a live band? Are you gonna have other singers? What are you envisioning for fleshing out the sound?
I know I probably answered your question.
No, that's all right. That's all right. You're just really enthusitic about the show.
He's super hardcore to King of Tangents as well. He'll just go and go.
I gotta let bees speak, man. But yeah, it's gonna be full band. So have drums, guitar, and then bass, of course. But it's gonna be full. It's gonna be loud. And have a lighting guy from homie from LA who's amazing, named Johnny Hargrove. He's English. Johnny, what's up? But yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. We're gonna put on the show. We're gonna put on the show. Not so much to be like Seanloui did it, but be an example to be like, dude, if I can do it, if a random kid, a janitor. I'm a janitor. A janitor can do it. Then you 100% can do it too. I'm not a janitor now, but I'm saying back in the day, like in the beginning, my first job ever. If a random kid can come up from this, from the streets, and do it, then 100% you can do it too. And that's it. That's the whole show's about.
That's great. June 22nd at Congress.
Yeah.
And between now and then, if people want to hear the music that you do have out, that you have released, the hits that you played in the first set that you were talking about,
Yeah.
what's the best way for people to listen to your music?
Dude, it's at Seanloui or at Seanloui, Instagram, social media, and then Seanloui.com. Check us out. Okay, so SEAN, no space, LOUI, no S. Okay? So it's not Sean Louis, it's just Jean Louis, but you put the S in front of the J or instead of the J. And then get my whole name. You can find me everywhere. I'm on, I'm on Tumblr. I'm on Verb. Just kidding, 'cause that's a Russian site. But I'm on Twitter, Snapchat. I think Snapchat now. But yeah, so that's it. Every social media is just Seanloui. SEANLOUI, no space.
Excellent.
Highly promote following his Instagram. That's where you'll find all his photography.
Wait, okay, hold on. So my photography, I still do photography, but I don't post anything. So if you're like, when you see photography, you don't say anything, that's just life, and I hid it for a reason. But if you look at my tag photos, but I have great friends and great partners in crime, like Ben, amazing models, guys and women who are great. So you can see the good stuff. And yeah, it's cool, man. Thank you, Van, for reminding everyone I'm a photographer.
Anything for you.
So we're going to hear a couple more songs here before we wrap things up. What do we have in store for the last set here?
So the next two songs are songs you're not going to hear until the fall. It's coming off my new EP. So I'm dropping maybe 3 EPs, depending on if I can do it. But so technically it's gonna be 2 EPs. So the 2 songs you're hearing right now is called Naomi and Don't Let Me Go, and that's on the upcoming EP that's coming out in September. And then from there I'll be touring around the Southwest and Mexico and then into Africa. So it should be some really cool stuff, man.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear a couple more tracks from Seanloui here.
Let's do it
on Locals Only.
Awake, awake, these sleepless nights with all our friends, just together through all weather. Then you were gonna fly your way to help the blind see. I've been over, though you never left us here near me. Girl, why'd you have to change? Near me. Girl, why'd you have to change? Don't be mad, I'm not saying leave it all, but we wonder if you wonder what you lost. There's time. Run away with all of us. Age don't matter if you ever say you're young, near me. Girl, why'd you have to change? So quietly, we just hope that you're okay. Last chance, don't miss this chance. We only lost our way. Coming soon, Naomi's used to only losing her way. Beating from a beating heart, we only lost our way.
lost our souls, but there's no hope. We only lost our way. May go free. Girl, why'd you have to change? So quietly, we just hope that you're okay. Girl, why'd you have to change? So quietly, we just hope that you're okay. Tight. Next song called Don't Let Me Go. It's a new song. Should be dope. Here we go. Please don't think twice when I ask to be nice, far away, so far away. Things in between us, but I know love will lead us back where you'll stay, back where you'll stay. I'm drowning in you, I breathe, don't let me go. Hold tight inside, but you should know. When the storm arrives, heart begins to sing, so just let me know what you want. I need to let me go. Oh, to rescue me. Careful but quick, don't let your heart become sick and make me wait, and make me wait. Time is so short, that seems so close in my way, so please just stay. I'm drowning in you, I breathe, don't let go. Hold tight inside, but you should know. When the storm arrives, heart begins to sing, so just let me know what you want. I need to let me start it overhead. I start reaching out my hand. Did you know that? Can you know that? Water overcome as my heart turned all too young. Did you know it? Did you know it? Water overhead as I'm reaching out my hand. Did you know it? Did you know it? Water overcome as I'm watching all too young. Did you know it? Did you know it? I'm drowning in you. I breathe, don't let me go. Hold tight inside, but you should know. When the storm arrives, heart begins to sing, so just let me know what you want. I need. I'm drowning in you. I breathe, don't let me go. Hold tight inside, but you should know. When the storm arrives, heart begins to sing, so just let me know what you want. I need, don't let me go. What you want, save me, don't let me go. What you want, save me, don't let me go. What you want, I need, don't let me go. What you want, I need, don't let me go. Don't let me go. Don't let me go.
Don't let me go, don't let me go. So there you go.
Seanloui live in Studio 2A here on Locals Only. First of all, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Dude, thank you for having me, man. Wow, this is literally the craziest thing in the whole world, man. I said it a year ago. I was like, Hotel Congress, and I'm gonna hang out at KXCI Locals Only. And dude,
And here you are.
this is America.
June,
Wow.
June 22nd.
Thanks, Obama.
Club Congress. And that'll be a show that also features performances by Taco Sauce and by Jacques Zulu.
Dude, the homies.
And before we wrap things up, I just have to bite on something that you teased during the last set. You said that
What's
you're
up?
going to drop a couple of EPs
Yeah.
later this year. You're going to
Yeah.
hit the road, and you're going to take this thing worldwide. So what's the plan?
Yeah, so dude, the craziest part about this whole situation is that when the song "Tell Me" comes out, and by the way, if you want to come to the show, how the song "Tell Me" came about is nothing but miraculous, and it's the craziest story in the whole world. If you've heard this story, if I've said it on other shows, you'll be like, oh my gosh, hear this story again. But yeah, for sure. So the song "Tell Me" actually acquired a worldwide audience. So I have tons of fans in Nigeria for some odd reason. I started getting messages from people going, "I love your song," and I'm like, "I'm Seanloui. Who are you again?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Lagos," and blah blah blah. So it's been a worldwide blessing, man. And so yeah, so I'm heading overseas in the fall to go hang out in Nigeria, and then hang out, in France, of course, with the motherland, and then Germany and all other stuff. So it should be cool.
Very cool. All right. So once again, June 22nd at Congress is the big show. And if you hit Seanloui up on social media, you can find links to all the music, find information about upcoming shows, all the regular streaming sites and all that have your music as well,
Yeah.
right? And give us a spelling one more time.
Dude, yeah, okay. Seanloui. Again, Seanloui. No space in between Sean and Louis. No S at the end. And you got it. And then come be my friend. Like, come say hi to me. People think I'm like not approachable, but I think it's really weird. So please come say hi. I love new friends. Come say hi to me.
There you go. Seanloui, live in Studio 2A on Locals Only. And Wally's going to play a track by Steph Keppen for us before
I
we
know
wrap
her.
things up.
She's my great dude. Also go see Steph Keppen, all of her shows. She's amazing.
You heard it from Seanloui himself.
Yeah, no lie. I'm a fan. Facts.
It's soon found, and